Okay, so doctor, what you're actually saying is that it's like this holistic word that we're using, holistic again, to look at people in a holistic way, not only the biological medical conditions, but the emotional and the spiritual, and then its connectivity of the human being to its environment. That is what we're doing again in this other group of collaboration that you're doing. Only
Yes.
it's broader. It's because the human being is integrated with other animals in the kingdom
Right.
and with the creation as a whole, which is the environment.
Right, and realize that I approach this as a scientist, and I'm not saying that good, that's necessarily good as opposed to any other spiritual aspects. But as scientists, this is still a very valid way to approach the human, the care of the human, the care of the animals, and the care of the environment. Let me give you some specifics. Of the roughly 1,500 infectious diseases that we know affect humans, 60% of those can also affect animals. Well, think of that. In the last 2 decades of new and emerging diseases, which there's usually about one a year, 75% of those are of animal origin. Furthermore, Jared Diamond, he wrote a very fascinating book I'd recommend for anyone. It is called Germs, Guns, and Steel. And he talks about the development of human societies and the impact that these, is the title, Guns, Germs, and Steel. And so we're talking about how diseases like measles, like smallpox, like tuberculosis, could impact huge segments of our population. And many of those diseases, the three I mentioned, for example, we feel came into the human population through animals that we were probably keeping as we domesticated them. Because over the centuries, animals were in very close contact with humans, sometimes sharing the same dwelling. They had their hands on them every day. And so certain viruses that would have a predilection that with just a minor change in their genetic composition would go from one species to the other, have had the opportunity to affect humans. And this has occurred and is occurring.